What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another Untilit.works study group session thing. How is everyone doing? Well, I hope, and ready to get some stuff worked on. All right, whatever it is that you're working on. You know what I mean? I still got it's kind of chilly outside, so I am not prepared for like cold weather at all. So I just like layer up and stuff. So it's kind of like I just put stuff together. But yeah, I don't know how that looks. Okay, great. But hopefully you're all doing well and better dressed than I am. All right. So, untilit.works. It's a group kind of self-study thing where you just work on whatever it is that you're working on. And then if you need help, you can always ask for help. And we'll talk about that. But right now we're in the break session. If you joined earlier, you're in the work session. So there are two sessions. Okay, there's untilit.works, the whole like event thing, and then that consists of ciphers. I do two ciphers on today, which is Sunday for me. I don't know what time it is for you or what day it is for you, but on my Sundays I do two ciphers. They're 3-hour blocks of time, right? So a cipher is 3 hours. Within each cipher there are sessions. And so there's two types of sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes around that of just heads down, working on whatever it is that you're working on. All right. Then you have the break session, which is what this is. And they're about 15 minutes. And it's kind of like a chance to let your brain kind of like relax and take a step back from what you're just working on. And you can kind of just watch me do whatever randomness or like I'm going to talk about whatever thing I think is cool. Maybe look at an artist's website, or you can actually come on here and talk about whatever you found cool. You know what I mean? So that's more enjoyable. So you can come on and I'll talk about how you can do that as well. All right. So again, break session right now. You're looking at the video, which has my face on it. Now below that, you see like a indication, like indicator, warning. I don't want to say warning. Warning seems kind of harsh. But it's just like a notice to let you know that, hey, if you ever hop in during a break session, the video may look like it's frozen or not playing. And that's because browsers don't allow for auto playing video with audio, because you just want to head up on a website and just stuff just starts playing. You know what I mean? It's jarring. So I put that there to say that, hey, you may need to click play to start the video because it may look frozen. All right. Next to that is the open close caption button. Right now, as I'm saying these words, they're being turned into text through the speech recognition API built into the browser. And what that's doing is that as I'm saying stuff, it's turning into text, and I have it sending to that box that opens when you click open close caption. All right. Hopefully it's accurate. And I'm not saying anything wild. All right. Then below that, we have the add a clip and create a highlight video buttons. I have it to that if there's anything within these break sessions that you found like, oh, that's kind of interesting, I want to bring attention to that, then you can add a clip. And what that'll do is it'll go back a few seconds and then go forward a second to make it a 5-second clip. And you get 5 of those. And then whenever you're done, you can hit create a highlights video. But make sure to do that before we end the stream, because what that does, it takes your timestamps of your different highlight clips and saves them with your username. And then that information goes to the back end once I hit stop broadcast. And that goes through a whole bunch of different like API calls and things that I got going, where it will take the recorded video, take out those snippets, smash them together, and then create a custom intro and outro. Custom intro. I don't think there's a custom outro. I think the outros are all the same. But and it'll have like your username in it, like you created by your name. And yeah, and that'll just, you'll be able to check it out. You'll be able to download it, put it on Twitter, social media, things of that nature. And I'll show you how to do that later. All right. Then we have the countdown timer. That's counting down to when the next work session begins. Again, those are like 45 minutes. Then we have, if you want to join the chat room, chat, or you want to ask questions or what have you, you can do that as well. Cool. I think that's pretty much it. All right, now let's talk about the work session, because that's the more important part. If I can find my mouse, here we go. All right, let me share my screen. Start screen share. Don't need any audio. I just updated my computer to Windows 11 because it was like, hey, Windows 11 is ready for your computer. I was like, sure. And so I made sure not to do that during the weekends because I have the radio show on Saturdays and then this on Sundays. So I did it like on Tuesday or whatever, because I figured if it messed up, I'd have time to try to figure it out before the radio show. But it went pretty smooth. So shouts to Microsoft. And everything seems to be working so far. So like all the programs I mostly use like a lot of web-based stuff anyway, but still it seems to be the programs I do use seem to be working. So that's cool. All right. So this is the work session work area. I don't know. I got to come up with better names in terms. So it'll look similar to this. The background may be different because those are randomly selected images of like nature or whatever. And so upper right-hand corner, we've got the home, shop, subscribe, log out, or log in, depending on your status, if you logged in or logged out. So subscribe will have a list of all the upcoming ciphers, and you'll be able to subscribe to either all of them or particular ones. And when we go live, you'll get notified on the device that you subscribed with. So yeah, cool. Other side, we have this Bandcamp player. It's kind of like a web component that I made. And so I know a bunch of like really talented producers, and I asked a few of them like, hey, you want to submit some music for random projects I create? So they did. And so I created like a web component that pulls from their submissions, and it'll randomize them and play it like as if like a continuous stream. And so that's what that is. And so it being a Bandcamp player, you can actually buy it, you can share it. And then I added, if you wanted to help spread the word, you can actually send a tweet. And it will open up Twitter with a pre-populated tweet to help promote the artists. I'm a big fan of promoting independent artists. All right. And then towards the center, we have the to-do section. This is where you put your to-dos, your tasks, things you want to get done. And you enter them in through the add a task right here towards the bottom part. You can either hit plus or enter. You'll add it to the section here. And then whenever you're done, so each task, you can edit the task by clicking on it. You can delete it. You can also complete it as done, mark it as done. And then when you do that, it goes to the done section. So if you want to see what you completed, you can hit done. Then once everything's finished, you can actually just click the Twitter icon. It'll open up Twitter again in a new browser window. And what's cool is it'll have like everything you completed, like in a list with like green check marks next to it. And so it's a nice way to like, got some stuff done. I feel good. I feel accomplished, and I'm ready to get into the week. Yeah. Then got another countdown timer here. This is a web component, so it's the same one that you see on the break session. Then we have the view tutorials, disclaimer, or I guess it's, I don't know, full disclosure. I don't know. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and so I have some Vonage tutorials there, which I think are pretty cool. Like one of them is you create an application where you put in your phone number into the application, hit call, and then your real world phone that's attached to that number will ring, and you'll be able to have a conversation between the browser and the phone. Cool stuff. Then you have the opposite, where from your real phone, you dial a virtual number and you build an application that can answer that number, and you have a conversation. Third one is creating an application where two people can log in, one can call the other, and you have a conversation between the browsers. Amazing stuff. But if you're not at that level yet, and you just want to see if coding is a thing that you may be interested in, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen and heard, they can give you like a good overall view of what's involved with web development, and you can kind of decide whether or not you want to spend more time and or money pursuing it. So there's that. Next, we have the Hako. I was telling you about, if you ever get stuck, you can send out a Hako. So Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. And with that, you can view what Hakos are going, but if you create one, you know what? I have a thing. I will show you how to do that. I have a whole nother presentation that shows that. Show and tell sign up. So if you want to come on here, do a quick lightning talk, like 5-10 minutes, talk about whatever you found fascinating, anything that you found, cool, that, gets your engines revving. I don't know. Anything you want to talk about, you can come on 5-10 minutes, talk about it. And then remember that video that you created, the highlight video. Here it'll show up where in the box that says highlight. And the status initially would say submitted because it's being worked on. You submitted it and it's being worked on. And then when it's done, it will say status done with a view button. You'll be able to view it and check it out. You'll be able to download it, and you'll also be able to send a tweet with it. And what's cool is the URL that's in the tweet is unique to you. And so if Twitter shows like the preview card and for the video, it'll be your video that you created. Now, what happens is that sometimes Twitter doesn't show the preview card. So I've just been attaching the download video because I sent it to Instagram as well. I just been attaching that to the video to make sure that it shows up. So there's that. Cool. Now let's talk about the Hako. Now Hako, like I said, is help a coder / creator out. So what you do is you'll click. So if you click view, it will show you all the different Hakos that have been created. And I say make sure to check the creator's profile just to kind of make sure that they're not, it's something that you want to make sure you be a part of. Okay, let's say that. And then we have like the different filters, so it'll be like different keywords and stuff, so you can be able to check that out. All right, so that's that. Then you just click join or join. Now, when you create one, this is how it looks. You put in a title, then you put in 3 keywords to kind of help categorize what it is that you're working on, so that people who are familiar with those terms can jump in and know to help. Then you click create. Cool. Once you click create, you'll get a link. You'll be able to copy the URL, or you can actually just click to share to Twitter, and then you can do that. And then once you do that, you can join your Hako by clicking the button that says join your Hako. Now, this is kind of like what your Hako will look like. You'll have your title. You can open the menu to kind of see who's there. You can leave. Then same web component countdown timer. That's counting down to when the next break session is, right? So you know how much time you have to work on whatever it is that you're working on. Then we have the link again. So you can copy the URL there, or you can click to share it to Twitter again. Now, as the owner of the room, and you send out a thing, people just don't join your room. They request to join your room. And so here, under admin controls, you'll be able to see who's requesting. It'll be under pending. And then you'll be able to click their username, and it'll either go to Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with. And you can kind of see if that person would be helpful for your Hako, your space, whatever it is that you're trying to work on. Because the Hakos, like if you get stuck, or if you want feedback, I'm thinking people coming together and like working on a problem or giving feedback, I think you'll be able to get the thing that you need. And then, so if you approve them, it'll show up here. If not, you can deny them and kick them out. Now, let's say, so you can see here, you can either approve or deny. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be, a person that you don't want in your room, you can actually ban them and it'll kick them out. All right. Now, as the owner of the room, you can share your screen. So when you share your screen, that way you can show what it is that you're either want feedback on or that you're running issues with. And only you can share your screen. So that way it's focused. All right. And then we have over here is like a chat room. And so you can put in, you can type in your chat and then hit send, and it'll show up here, just like right here. Right. Now, I also have the ability, so that you can enable audio chat. So what that does is that you'll be able to speak, just like how I'm doing now with the speech to text. You'll be able to say what you want, and it'll turn it into text and put it into the text chat. But anybody else who has their audio chat enabled, they'll be able to hear you as well. So you'll be able to have like an audio conversation. But for people who don't have it on, it'll show up in the text chat. All right. And then also you have text to speech. So let's say you're not paying attention to the chat, you're working on something else. It will read out the text chats for you. So you don't have to be looking at the text chat to read it and stuff. So you'll be able to you don't have to be in the audio conversation. You can just enable a text chat and then hear it being read out. So there's that. So I wanted to be able to have a way for people to communicate any way that they wanted to. So there's that. All right. And then again, you'll be able to check out any hakos that have been created. And I think that's the last one. Yes. So that is everything, I think. And I'm going to get y'all back to work now. So again, thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Let me stop the screen share. I'm going to send y'all back, but I'm going to get y'all some traveling music. Stop screen share. I'm really trying to make sure I don't accidentally stop the stream or something, because that has happened before in the past. All right, so I think that's everything I wanted to say. Again, so show and tell, sign up if there's anything you want to talk about. If you get stuck or want to get feedback, there's the Hako. And if you're looking for tutorials or things you want to work on, there's that. And yeah, if you want to listen to some tunes, you can do that as well. So I'm going to get y'all back to work. I got some post radio show stuff I need to do, some promo work. And yeah, so see you 15 minutes after the hour. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out. Let's see here. Start screen share. Wait, I almost forgot. Let me create the highlight video. All right, cool. So this song here, and because we just paid tribute, actually tomorrow is their birthday. One of the super dopest producers who we lost way too early, but goes by the name of Nujabes. His birthday is tomorrow, along with Jay Dilla, another super dope producer who I just got their book, Dilla Time, Jay Dilla. So I'm looking forward to reading that. It's a super thick book, over 400 some odd pages, almost 500 pages. So looking forward to that. And yeah, that's everything. Send y'all back. So yeah, this is Nujabes featuring Apani B. It's called Thank You. All right, see y'all soon. If I could find the mouse, here we go. All right, thanks y'all. See y'all later. Much productivity to you. Thanks again. See ya.
Well, let me start from the heart. I just want to state I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to state I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life.